welcome back to your reading. So today we're going to be doing a February reading. It will be a pick a card. In a few minutes I'm going to put piles here, and you're going to pick the pile that your eye looks at first. And then you're going to go in description and click your pile. What we're going to be doing is a timeless reading, but even though I will be posting it for February, whenever you come across it, it'll be meant for that time. And we're going to be doing your energies and any energies connected to you. And for both of those energies, we'll be doing past, present, and future. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it. And the next scene you will see will be the four piles. Remember, whichever pile you look at first, or card you look at first, will be your pile. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll go in the description or the comments down below, and you'll click your timestamp. Okay, these are our four piles, so whichever pile your eye looked at first, that will be your pile, and you will choose the timestamp in the description or in the comments pinned at the top down below. We're going to go into pile 1 right now. Hi, pile 1. Okay, so you have the dawn that follows the prolonged night. This is a card about not being able to see with full clarity about a situation. It's about murky waters. It's having our vision a little bit cloudy. And this is a card that kind of tells us, try to find the light in the darkness. Try to find the positives in the situation, because there's something here about little glimpses of good things coming through, seeping through. We're trying to emerge, and we need to direct our focus towards that to allow them to fully come through even more. Kind of how energy flows where attention goes kind of thing. Okay, so for your energy, let's get your card, and then let's get the opposing energy, the energies you're connected to card. For your energy, and all intelligent tentacles. And let's see, I'm not sure I'm going to do this yet. For the connected energy, the moss cauldron. Okay, we're going to do your energies first, past, present, and future. Your past, your present, and your future. This was already for the present. I'll do it like this. And then the future. Let's do one more for the future. One more for your past. Okay. For your past first, we have the Justice card. We have the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so in the past, it looks like we were needing to, or trying to follow our intuition about a new opportunity that was presented. And the thing about this was, although we wanted to follow our heart, follow our intuition, we were kind of in our head about it. It's showing that we were really overthinking about how things were going to work out or balance out in this with this new opportunity. We're kind of trying our best to avoid conflict here, but there's just a sense of being a little bit in our head too much about it. It is an opportunity that felt right for us. It was something that, you know, our heart wanted. It was something that it was like, you know, it was something that was new, something that was shiny, but at the same time, we are in our head about this opportunity. And there's just something here about fairness and about having to balance through this new opportunity. Because we were in our head about possible conflicts or conflicts in general. In the present, it looks like now you went from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So that tells me things have evolved, but you're disappointed in how they have evolved. It may seem, you know, abundant on paper, but for some, or good, maybe even to others, but for some reason deep down you're feeling disappointed, and you're looking at there is opportunity here, but you're kind of looking at the disappointments that have occurred in this situation at the moment, or in this dynamic at the moment. Or maybe this could be a work situation because it's a lot of pentacles here, or it could be just talking about the effort that's been put in. But we're looking at, in the present moment, we're kind of looking at the either missed opportunities, or we're feeling a little disappointed at situations that didn't go exactly to plan. And that reminds me of the focus on the light. It was a very harsh, or we're in a very harsh situation, and we're needing to know that there are two cups still standing. There's some light coming in. There's some positive things coming in, but right now it's feeling a little glim. It's feeling a little grim. It's feeling dark and heavy, cloudy. We can't really see the future. There is an opportunity for, with all intelligent tentacles, this is a situation where a tentacle has fallen off or is kind of entrapped, and it's a situation where it could be cut off. And this card is basically saying anything that is lost can be regrown. So anything that is lost or broken can be fixed in this situation. So there is room for improvement here. In the future, we do see some progress. We see more, we're kind of opening up our heart a little bit more. We're kind of being a little bit receptive. And it looks like we did have our heart pretty open, and maybe something happened and it closed it a bit, but we are working on opening it back up and with gathering our strength back up in the future with this situation. So I do definitely see some progress coming in. Standing more in our power and kind of reflecting on what we can do and how we can be strong and progress forward through this is what the future is looking like. Let's look at the connection you're connected to in the past, how they were in this situation, and let's look in their present. And let's look at their future. Let's get one more card for a pass. Present. So for the opposing energy, we have with the most cauldron, this is about trying to bring two opposites together and making them work. So we have, it's raining, but there's a fire. So it's about the fire sometimes getting too big and the rain being able to calm it down. And with the rain, you know, the fire, it's raining, but the fire is keeping these two birds warm. So it's two complete opposites, and it's about trying to bring these two opposites together in a balanced way and try not to have more than one or the other. For this other person that you're connected to, we have the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. This is about looking in the future and trying to plan a reunion, trying to bring two things back together, which could be about this opposing energy, two opposing people or views, trying to bring them together. Or maybe trying to bring two people together that are not exactly on the same page, basically. That was in the past. So that kind of makes me think about, on your side, the Ace of Pentacles, you following your intuition to go in a different direction or following your heart about a new opportunity, but kind of, you know, overthinking it and kind of doubting it a little bit about it balancing out. So it could be a situation where maybe you were going in a different direction, but they were kind of wanting to figure things out or try to bring this back together. And in their present moment, we have the Four of Pentacles and the World card. The World card is about an ending. It's about a transition from one phase to another. Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something very tightly. So this person could be holding, you know, it could be like a sense of something is over, but they're still trying to hold on to it. They're still trying to salvage it with what they can. There's some part of it that they're still holding on to. Or they're holding on to how something ended, something like that. Holding on to something about an ending. And with the future, we have the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So it looks like they're going to be kind of doing a lot of introspection. Excuse me. A lot of introspection where they go within and really try to figure things out on their own, with their own mindset, with their own, you know, heart and everything. And it looks like they're kind of not maybe reminiscing, or kind of looking within and maybe remembering the good times, or trying to remind themselves of the good that they have in that moment. There is a sense of potential reminiscing, though, about maybe the good times that were had. Or being positive about what they have in the future, being positive about what they have in that future's present. Being very reflective, though. They're very reflective in the future. It could be this, the dawn that follows the prolonged night. You know, remember, it was about seeing the good in things. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this person's future. It's kind of they're looking at the positive. They're being introspective and looking at the positive side of this. The little winnings that they're getting. The little bit, like, they're kind of looking at, well, I'm kind of winning in this area. Well, this thing is kind of good. And then we have this working out for us. So it could be we're reflecting on the progress that's being made with you two. They're kind of, could be reflecting on that, or it could be something else that is going on in their life that they're thinking, well, there's good here and good here. So that's what I'm getting. It really feels like it's a dynamic that has gone through a lot of harsh times, but there is a sense of it being able to be salvaged or worked on. There's definitely an opportunity here. But right now it's looking like you're in a disappointment about it, and they're kind of holding on to something. But it definitely looks like you're both going to be making some progress in different ways within this dynamic. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 1. I hope this helps, and don't forget to check out any zodiac readings that I've posted for the month of February, and I should be having some more readings coming up soon for the zodiacs as well. So thank you so much for being here. Hi, pile 2. If you chose In the Tunnels of Our Ancestors, this is your pile, but you also got an extra oracle card, Carried by the Current. We're going to do your energies and any energies connected to you for a past, present, and future. Okay, so for your side, we have the Dark Solstice Sun, which is about a turning point. It's about a shift. It's about a new beginning. It's a new experience altogether. For your past, you have the Three of Cups. For their present, Knight of Pentacles, and the future, Page of Wands. In the overall energy, you have In the Tunnels of the Ancestors, which is about bringing the past with us. And the Carried by the Current is about letting things flow. So for the overall energy, there is a sense of needing to let things, needing to surrender, and also to acknowledge that we are carrying some part of the past with us. Okay, so in your past, it's looking very social, very celebratory. It's looking very hanging out with friends, events, going out. It's very much being collaborative with others. In the present moment, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is putting in a lot of effort, a lot of work towards something. We're doing a lot of heavy lifting here. We're trying to work towards a goal. We are trying to make some progress. And the thing with this is there may be an advice here about letting things happen a little more naturally, to kind of find the middle ground of letting things happen while also, put in effort, but also let things happen to a degree, just finding the right balance there. And the Page of Wands, that is wanting to communicate an idea that we have with others. That is communicating some type of inspiration that we have to others. The Page of Wands is also a sense of almost impulsiveness, kind of wanting to go and seek some kind of adventure, wanting to just be like, it's just a sudden sense of, all of a sudden I have inspiration to do this and I want to do this or communicate this. It's just a sudden sense of wanting to, having an inspiration and wanting to plan to put forth something here. So it looks like right now you're kind of working towards something, you're putting in some effort, but in the future you're going to have some type of inspiration. It could be in regards to this person, and you're going to have an idea about about what to do in this situation, in this dynamic. Some kind of inspiration that you want to, you go from action to new inspiration going into almost, I want to say almost a new direction. This could be the turning point that it's talking about. We're being social, we're putting in effort, new inspiration here, going in a new direction. That could be it, yeah. So it's like a sudden, it's like the sudden, oh, you know what? I want to do this. It's a change, the turning point. For for the other dynamic, for the connection that you will be connected to, they have a charming leap, which is about needing to take a risk, and could be holding ourselves back from it. You know, could not be, depending on the cards on the tarot. For their past, they have the Knight of Cups. That is taking action with our heart, offering, that's kind of offering something to someone else. And in the present moment, though, it looks like they're avoiding conflict is the thing. Some kind of issue they're trying to avoid with the Seven of Swords. Because this card, it represents a person who, there's a war going on, and in the middle of the night they're stealing, you know, swords from one camp and taking it to their camp just so that they can avoid the conflict of war. So avoiding some kind of conflict here. In the future, there's a lot of uncertainty for this person. There's a lot of unknowns. So it feels like with this a charmed leap, they're kind of feeling uncertain, and this may be, they may lack the confidence to fully make a leap here, fully take a risk. It may be due to this avoiding conflict. That may be what they might be avoiding conflict because they can't see much into the future. But there is some kind of hesitancy. It looks like they were putting in effort, but then suddenly they try to avoid conflict, and there's a lot of uncertainty and hesitation now. This is what I'm feeling. Because look, they're trying to, the charm leap, they're kind of going forward, trying to take a step, but they're also pushing back at the same time, is what it looks like. For you, like we said, a turning point is happening. In this dynamic, I don't know which ones these will go with, but for one of you guys, we're carrying some past with us. And for the other dynamic, we're going with the flow. I feel like going with the flow suits more for you because there's a sudden impulse of new inspiration coming in that you're wanting to take action on. I feel like that kind of fits with yours, and carrying something with us kind of fits over here. But take it where it resonates for you and your situation. It could be different for, you know, different people watching this reading, so take that into account as well. And that's what I have for you, and I hope this helps. Feel free to check out our other pick a card readings and our zodiac readings as well. Thank you so much. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose Kiss by Wellspray, this is your reading. I just saw an article today that may come with your reading. It was a situation where it was talking about how there's a species of whales that are connecting with other species that are not like themselves and creating a hybrid. So we'll see where that fits. Okay, we're gonna do your energy and their energy, and past, present, and future. For you, let's get your cards. We have in the Garden of Lost Teeth, the chasm shrinks as you step across. And for them, try that again. Whoa. Okay, for them, we have the coiled snake and the Calvin Glacier. Let's get past, present, and future for you. What's your past? King of Cups. present. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Wands and the World. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's move these over so you can see them all. Yeah, and future. The Three of Swords. Let's get the other energy. For the past. They have the Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Wands. The present. Ten of Wands. And the future. Two of Pentacles. Okay, let me pause this and organize this. Okay, so for your energy, first off, for the overall energy, we have Kissed by a Water Spray, Whale Spray. And this is a card that is about kind of being in the right time at the right moment. You can't be kissed by a whale spray without having to, you know, a whale spray isn't something timed. It's not something that is, that you could time, or that is exactly predictable. It's about unpredictability, and it's a situation that only happens, it's very rare, you know, it's very unpredictable. So for your energies, you have in the Garden of Lost Teeth, and the chasm shrinks as you step across. In the Garden of Lost Teeth is a situation where we're being aware of times changing. We are, you know, it's about aging. It's about the heaviness of that, and it's a transition. It's about, you know, a phase, moving into a new phase. And that's the exact same thing with the chasm shrinks as you step across. We're going into a new phase. So there is a situation where it's a new experience for you. And with your tarot cards, the King of Cups being in your present, you were very open. It was, sorry, my dog's barking. Our heart was very open. We were listening to our intuition, and we were following our heart's direction. But in our present moment, it's looking like there's been a loss, and it could be something that ended. It looks like we're trying our very best to persist and to move forward, set boundaries, move forward, and persist through this. But it's very difficult. It's very heavy and difficult. In your future, you do have the Three of Swords, which is pain. It is loss. So I feel like this loss is, you know, it's going to carry with you for a bit. This isn't something that's easy. It will take time. It will get better, because it shrinks as you step across. As you progress forward, you will be able to have some healing, but it is, you know, to be honest, still going to be difficult. It's still going to be heavy. We're going to be, this isn't something we're going to easily be able to avoid. And it looks like this is a situation that was unpredictable. It took you off guard. It happened out of nowhere. And maybe that's potentially what hurts so much. There's a lot of pain here. And it's a whole new experience for you. It's a whole new phase of your life, and this isn't something that it's easy to go through. So know that I'm so sorry, and my heart's with you for this one. It does show that it gets better. It's just, we are very much this, you know, we're just very much like in a grieving process about this at the moment. And it looks like you're gonna be there a bit, but just know as this progresses forward, it will get easier. And that just seems to be the biggest thing. Is just a lot of pain here because it looks like if things were so good, the King of Cups, it's just emotional happiness and family and support and love, and then all of a sudden a loss, and that's just something that is going to take time to heal from. And it looks like it does get better, but there's something about aging here, but just know that as you move forward, it will ease up. It's just going to take time. So I think the biggest thing here is to allow yourself to have that time to heal. Give yourself the courtesy to be patient with yourself to heal. Um, you know, the fact that it takes time, you deserve that time. Be very gentle with yourself about it because you deserve that. And it's a hard situation, and it's something that is very heavy, and in order to help with this heaviness will be to be more gentle with yourself and give yourself that time. So we're going to look at the energies connected to you. In the past, it looks like someone was very on their own, very independent. They got so many ideas. They're planning for their future. They're kind of feeling good, abundant. They're like, man, I have these plans. I want to do this, that. Very much like in this, like, working hard on their own, have all this potential, going towards something. They're planning, like I said, for their future. All this inspiration's flowing through in the past, but in the present, they're carrying a lot of burdens. They're carrying a lot of heaviness. So I don't know who this is to you. It could be someone that was also affected by this loss. I'm not sure, but this is someone who suddenly went from all these great, plans and ideas for their future to suddenly having a lot of burdens and having to carry a lot. It's a whole new dynamic. In their future, they're balancing a lot. They're going back and forth between things. They're having to balance a lot. They're up and down. It's a roller coaster. It's just trying to figure things out, trying to rebalance. It's one day is this and the next day is it's something different. It's just something that's kind of going through the motions here. For the coiled snake, that is a card that is about the snake is protecting itself and is kind of figuring out, should I reserve my energy and rest, or should I take some kind of action forward and make some moves here. So it's kind of being in that decisive, like, what should I do? Should I take action here, or should I not? What is needed in this situation? So that could be what this person is going through, just trying to figure out what to do next in this situation. For this other energy with the Calvin Glacier, this is a card that is about decay. It is an ice that is melting, and it is about transforming from one thing into another. So this could be either someone that's also dealing with a loss like you are. Maybe you both were affected by a loss, or maybe this is it could be someone that received some kind of health news, and you're feeling the heaviness of it, and this is the person going through it. It could be something like that. Put it where it resonates for you. But this person is recognizing a decay of something here and a loss with this card too. And they're trying to figure out, do I rest or do I take any action? It's looking like a sudden burden here. The two pentacles you can't see. A sudden burden here in the present. It's like the sudden heaviness, and then in the future, just going back and forth between the emotions. Trying our best through this roller coaster of a ride. So And that is what I have for you for the month of February. I'm so sorry that this was so heavy. I wish this, was a better reading for you. And all I can say is that, I'm praying for you, and my condolences go to you. And just know, for you and this other person, I'm sure in different ways, the both of these cards have a message of there being better coming in. The difficulty getting better as things progress forward for this one. And for this one, it's about accepting a loss and the ice melting, and kind of accepting this transition as something that is in its own way beautiful. It's about, because we are moving towards something that is as unpredictable as it is in its own way, kind of in the energy of faded, kind of in the energy of and not in a harsh way, but in a beautiful way. It's something that, loss, of course, comes with its own burdens, its own heaviness, of course, but this card does come with a promise of, this new transition, this new phase is something that comes with its own blessings, and to acknowledge that things that we may not see, things that we may not know, or be aware of, but this is something that, it's an acceptance of this ice melting. It's, the ice is going from ice to water. It's transitioning into something else, and so that in itself is beautiful. It's not this block of ice, but it is water. It's still something. It's still something so beautiful, and that's basically like the acceptance of a transformation. Whew, so heavy. I am so sorry. Please know that my heart is there with you, and I hope you know that the things will get better, and that this heaviness, you're not alone. I feel this heaviness so much. It makes my heart hurt for you, and I'm so sorry. And this person that's associated with it, so my condolences over and over again, because it's hard sometimes doing these readings, because when you do readings like these that are so heavy, it's all I want to do is hug the person listening to this, because virtual hug, because bless you and your heart and your soul, and the person that is associated with this as well, because this is heavy, and my condolences, and I know I can't be there physically there for you, but just know that you are supported from my heart to yours. And I will, regardless of your religious beliefs, I will be sending a prayer to you. Whew. I'm at a loss for words, because this is just such a heavy situation. I want to say more. I want to stay here and be with you all day, because this is so heavy. There's just a loss of words. I'm going to end the reading here. I'm just... I lost for words. I'm just so sorry. Please know that I'm here for you. If you need anything, comment down below or email me. It should be in the About Me or my description, but I think it's in the About Me. But once again, my condolences. I'm so sorry you're going through this pain, and I really, really hope that here very quickly that you're able to see some light come through and feel the joy again that you deserve. Thank you so much for being here. Bless you. High pile 4, you have your heart is sync with cricket song. So what we're going to do is your energy and energy is connected to you, past, present, and future. You're going to be right here on the left. We'll do yours first. You have the luminous brew and connected to you. We're going to do that again. Oh, connected to you. A hummingbird and Lancour. I don't know how to say that word, but I know what the card means. What's your past? Page of Pentacles. Your present. Four Swords. And future. Two of Swords. Okay, for the connection connected to you. Their past. Wow. Their cards are just wanting to be on the floor. They have the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. And their present, Six of Swords, and their future, Strength. One more for Strength. Ace of Cups, Hermit, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, overall energy, you have your heart in sync with cricket song. This is about finding where we belong in life. With who, where, what, when, why. All of that. Finding our little purpose where we fit. For your energy, you have the luminous brew. This is a card about knowing or understanding that we are in kind of a dark time, a time of, not dark exactly, I would say more of a reflective time, where we're kind of taking a break from dark times, hard times, you know, heaviness. We're taking a break from maybe something that happened in the past. And this is a card that talks about us having patterns in life that are kind of repeating. So you may be going through something that's happened before, and you kind of need to take a break because you're feeling like you're kind of in a repetitive pattern here. And you're like, okay, I need to take a step back because I feel like we're just going through the same thing. That kind of energy. So in your past, we have the Page of Pentacles, which is kind of having a new job, learning about a new opportunity, someone telling you about an opportunity here. Some new opportunity happened in the past. Definitely 80% of the time it's about a job. Other times it could be just about efforts being put in. Putting new effort into something, and that could be a pattern. Whatever resulted in this effort you put in, that could be why you're taking a break now. Because in the present, you have the Four of Swords. You're presently taking this break, mental break. In the future, there's a sense of not being able to make a choice. We're kind of blindfolded. We're not sure which choice to make. We're a little bit being indecisive. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just we're being indecisive because we can't see the outcome of a situation. And so we're kind of like, hold on, like, I'm not sure what to do because I can't see how this might play out. Let's see, I just want to get more cards. What are we What's this Two of Swords? What are we deciding on, or what can we not see? What's this decision about? It could be pertaining to this person. It could not be. It could affect this person. Let's see. Temperance, about balance. Let's see here. Yeah, we're very unsure. We're very going back and forth. Indecisive is the energy here. What in the present moment, what are we taking a break from? I want to know. What are we taking a break from? Something could have happened unexpectedly. Something faded that happened that wasn't exactly clear. You could be taking a break because you're not sure what your fate is. You're not sure what your purpose is, that kind of thing. You're not sure. And it looks like in the future, with the indecisiveness, because we're not sure of the future, you're going to be working on figuring it out. Which route to take between two things or multiple things. For the energy connected to you, this is a hummingbird and Lincor. This is an energy of also being at rest. In their past, the Page of Cups, it's funny you both have the Pages, and the King of Wands. So one person was confident while the other person was kind of offering something here. There's like a playfulness here. One's confident, one's kind of new to this, playful to this. So maybe you're kind of the page here. You're kind of new to this situation, maybe this relationship, but they're kind of feeling a little bit more confident. They're kind of feeling more like I've been here before, like, something like that. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be like a friendship, but someone's a little bit more, feels a little bit more, I don't want to say mature, but this person feels a little bit more like, they're like, well, you're new to this, I'm more experienced. Is kind of how it's coming across. In the present moment, they're moving in a different direction. They're moving across seas. They're moving mentally, basically moving in a different direction here with the Six of Swords. They're moving forward, relocating. In the future, strength. So with the strength, we have Ace of Cups, the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. They're having to make a choice here as well. We both have choices in the future. This person is reflecting on whether or not they want to have a new beginning here. Maybe that's why you can't see the future, because you're not sure what they're going to choose. They're kind of looking at their choices and they're taking time to themselves. That might be why you're resting. You could be waiting on their decision. But anyways, in the future, it looks like they're going to be reflecting on whether or not they want a new beginning, or where they want a new beginning, or maybe where they want to heal something, or how to heal something. Something about that, opening our heart up again to something, and having to make make a choice in regards to that. And what actions could we take? And kind of taking our time to decide what we want, so that way we can take action confidently. This person's very much like, I don't make a move unless I know. But that does show up in the future. It looks like they do make a choice because they did take the time to figure out what choice they wanted and what moves to make confidently. It kind of just feels like you're kind of waiting. That's the Wheel of Fortune, the moon. You're waiting on the wheel to turn and you're not sure what's going to happen. It's like maybe you're waiting on them to decide. If that doesn't resonate, definitely don't make that resonate, you know, but it's almost what it's feeling like. It's like you're but the thing is, it's showing you have a decision here too with the Two of Swords. Could be changing your mind. It could be compromising how to balance things out between you two. Something like that in the future. Looks like you're both right now, well, you're kind of more waiting on the rest. We're kind of waiting on something. And it looks like they're moving forward in some kind of way. What are they moving forward to? They could be moving towards this energy. They're moving towards, let's see, what are they moving towards? Balance. They're really trying to balance back out on this situation. They're moving towards fairness, balancing the scales. And then in the future, taking a moment to decide, make a choice on what action to take. And with the Ace of Cups, with either healing the situation or a different situation, but something like that. Since it's about you two, it could be about opening up to you. It may look like they're not making any moves, but they're mentally figuring things out. That's what it looks like. Physically, on the surface, it looks like they're not making any moves, but mentally, they're just kind of going in their mind about it, like figuring it out. In the future, it looks like they figure it out. They kind of get more, they look at their choices and they figure out what their new beginning is for them. Yeah, that's definitely what I feel. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pile 4. I hope this helps, and thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to check out Zodiacs and other pick a card readings if you feel inspired to. Thank you so much.